Hey everybody, it's Louise here from Wildflower and welcome back to my channel. I am starting vacation. This weekend was supposed to have been a weekend that a few friends and I were going to get together in Ohio at wool gathering. But obviously with everything that's going on right now, the borders are still closed and festivals have all been canceled, that has all been, put on hold until next year. So my vacation has now turned into a staycation, which is going to be fine because, I mean, what better way to enjoy my vacation? If you can't go to a knitting festival and actually meet up with friends in person, making some extra videos and just spending my time at home knitting sounds like a perfect vacation to me. If you haven't already, this would be the perfect time to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, to share this video with any of your friends that are having staycations, and also hit that bell because then you'll be notified every time that there's a new video ready to watch. Last Saturday was local yarn shop day. Need I say more than that? You know where this video is heading now, right? I took a drive down to Little Red Mitten, one of my favorite local yarn shops, with the intent of buying one skein of yarn. If you remember way back to February, I was trying not to buy yarn. I have learned never to say that I'm going to go a certain amount of time without buying yarn because I just can't do it. But when January came around, I decided, I'm going to see how long I can go and, knit for my stash for the next few weeks and whatever. Well, mid-February, I was at Little Red Mitten teaching, and there was this yarn hanging on the wall, and it was totally calling my name. The last couple of times I'd been down there to teach, I'd been looking at it, and finally I caved, and I bought 2 skeins of it. It was Leo and Roxy's Eco Wool and Cotton, and it is fantastic yarn. I brought it home, and I used it for one of my New Start Monday videos, and I had started doing the my pattern, the Spring Garden Shawl, and I didn't get very far. And then all of a sudden when I realized it was local yarn shop day, and I thought going to Red Mitten, and I thought, what do I need from there? And that yarn popped in my head, and I thought, I had gotten 2 natural colorways when I had originally bought the yarn months ago. And I thought, I know the ladies there, they have been dyeing some colors in that same base. And I thought, maybe I need a color to go with it. So that was, honestly, that's all I had intended to buy. So I got down there and I took just a little bit of video. So I will pop that in right here, and you can see my shopping trip at Red Mitten, see some of the yarns I looked at, you can see what I purchased, and then we'll come right back here and we can chat a little bit more about what I did purchase. It's local yarn shop day. I had to come down to one of my local yarn shops, one of my favorite shops, Little Red Mitten, and just take a look. I haven't been in here since March. That's crazy. 6 months for me not being in this yarn shop. I think that is definitely a record. I've got my mask. I'm gonna go in and see what's new. For you Holst yarn lovers, look at this new sock yarn. And it is so soft. It'd be fun to experiment to see how it knits up for socks. These are 2 that are coming home with me. I really like the navy. But there's some other pretty colors. There's a couple shades. I think there's another shade of blue. Brown, gray, purple, white, red, and black. I think this is a different shade of blue. Yeah, a little lighter, more like a denim blue. Leo and Roxy Yarn, a nice wall. I have a lot of this in my stash though. I don't need any more of it today. But look at those colors. Another favorite. County. So nice. Holst yarn. This is a favorite for sure. Look at all the colors. This is gonna make beautiful color work. Mittens, sweaters, just about anything. Ooh, fantastic. And this is what I actually came to the shop for. With some of the Leo and Roxy, the wool and cotton. I don't want to touch it and pick it up, because once you touch it, it has to go into a quarantine bin. But natural shades. And I think I have this skein at home already. And one of these darker ones. So what I've picked up to go with it is some of this green juniper. But this looks like a different dye lot. One that I picked up is a brighter green, which I think will look nice mixed in with this. And I'm hoping it's going to be bright enough that it gets some contrast with this. So just down the street and across the road from Little Red Mitten is the statue of Jumbo the elephant. Let's see if we can get a view from the front. There's one large statue. I think at one point Jumbo had got yarn bombed from some of the knitters and the staff and the owners at Little Red Mitten. It was a few years ago. I think they made him a scarf. Incredible. So this is a tourist attraction. There's always lots of people here coming and checking out the statue. And beautiful flowers to end our little tour. So I did buy a little bit more than I had actually intended. I really truly was going down for one skein of yarn, but you know, really when you go to such a great yarn shop with so much yarn, it is kind of hard not to come back with something extra in your bag. But I did get that one skein that I actually wanted, and look at the three of them together. I think this is just, it's just going to add that little bit of color. And speaking of color, I'm realizing now that I'm matching. So let's talk about the sweater just for a quick second. This is my Karen Cake anniversary sweater that I knit last week. I'm wearing it. I love it. It is super cozy and comfy. And I just realized that I have a color theme going on. But anyways, this I barely started. I've got a little corner of an asymmetrical shawl started. And I guess maybe this is what happens when you leave a started project in a bag for too long. Now I'm thinking, yeah, maybe this isn't what I want to use this yarn for, because I really, really do love this yarn. And I think with just a little pop of color, I think I'm going to like this better. But I don't think I'm going to do a shawl. You guys know... You guys know I say about when my yarn talks to me. Well, I have got this real urge to knit some pillows for my living room downstairs. And I think that's what I'm going to do with this, because it is fairly soft. I know my daughter still thinks that this wool and cotton blend is still a little itchy. I mean, it does still have wool in it, but overall it is soft. You know, it's not like a Lopi or a Briggs & Little. This is much softer than those two. So let me just give you the lowdown on this yarn. So Leo and Roxy are dyeing some shades. I think there was a purple and maybe a red, like a cranberry color. Can't remember, because green was really, as soon as I saw the green, I knew that's what I wanted. They have some natural colors too, and then they do some dyeing. So let's see. This is Juniper. And it says it's milled in Peru and it's dyed in Canada. What is the yardage on here? Okay, so it's wool and cotton, 70% eco wool, 30% organic cotton. 100 grams, there's 218 yards, and they suggest a 4mm or a US 6 needle, and gauge is somewhere between 18 and 20 stitches over 4 inches. So I'm happy. Now I'm happy. And I think a pillow. I don't know, what do you guys knit items for your house, like pillows and Afghans? I've knit pillows in the past and I haven't done one for the last little while. And somehow I think I'm really going to like this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out, you know, my whole, how many rows is this? I'm just going to restart and do color work pillow cover for a pillow form. That's the new plan for this yarn. I guess that's the good thing about yarn, right? I mean, it can be whatever you want. You can pull it out. You can restart. Just do what makes you happy. Now, you saw in the video that I picked up some of that new Holst sock yarn. You guys, when I saw that pile sitting on the table, I was like, ooh, that had my attention. And I looked at the colors. And because you can't go around touching all the yarn like you normally do, right? It was like you're looking with your eyes and not touching, which seems really hard to do in a yarn shop. And I was looking, just kind of surveying the pile of yarn on the table, and I came across this color because I thought, you know what, this would just look really great with a pair of jeans. So let me give you, see that tag? So it's Holst, and it is called Highland. It is an 80 superwash and 20% nylon. So it's perfect for sock yarn. It's got that 20% nylon content in there. I looked at the colors and I thought, oh, I really like these. And let's see here. So as soon as I touched them, I was like, that was it. Game over. I knew they had to come home with me. So I'm just looking here to see what the colorway. Forgot what it was. This color is called Marine. Marine. And I didn't look because I didn't want to touch all the tags, but that lighter blue that I showed, that denim color, that was really nice. And then afterwards I got thinking, I thought, that would make a nice pair of socks too. But anyways, I picked these up and my one skein of green, and I went to the cash. And there was somebody already paying, so I thought, okay, I don't need to stay in that same room with them, you know, give everybody their distance and everything. So I just kind of took a little walk back around the store, and I was thinking, and I thought, these are 50-gram balls, so they will do, I don't think I said, did I say that? Hold on, I don't think I've been finished giving you all the info on the tag, did I? So it is 210 meters, 50 grams in each one of these balls. And they're priced really well. They're only $10.50 a skein, so $21 for a pair of socks. Pretty good, right? And it is so soft. I mean, as soon as I saw it there, and I knew it was Holst, and I love Holst because we've talked a lot about Super Soft and Coast and how lovely that is. And as soon as I saw that there was sock yarn in, I was like, oh, I think I really need this. And then as soon as I touched it, I was like, this is so soft. It is so lovely. But it's almost so soft, I thought, will it really stand up for a pair of socks? But it does have that 20% nylon, so it should be fine. So the only way to know is to try it. So as I was doing my little walk around, waiting for the other lady to finish making her purchase, I walked by the table again. And I decided that this would make nice heels and toes, and maybe just a little bit of color work on the foot of the sock, just before the toe decreases. I'm thinking just do like one little pattern around, just put a little touch of color on there. Is what I'm envisioning. But boy, oh boy, you guys, if you haven't tried this, if you have access to it, either if you order it online, because I know some people were ordering directly from Holst, you can do that, or check out your local yarn shop, Little Red Mitten. They do online orders too, so you could go check their website. but this is really nice. It would make a beautiful shawl. It would make a beautiful anything. It would make a nice sweater too. But I think I'm going to try this into socks. So overall, my little yarn shopping trip to support my wonderful friends at Little Red Mitten. Carrie and Jolynn are the girls that do the dyeing behind Leo and Roxy. And they're also the owners of Little Red Mitten. And then all the fabulous girls that work at Little Red Mitten. It was so nice to see them in person. I mean, we've all been following each other on Instagram and social media. And Carrie and Jolynn also have started a podcast. So if you're looking for another knitting podcast, just go over to YouTube and do a search for Little Red Mitten, and you will find them over there. So we've been keeping in touch that way, but it was actually nice to actually go in the store, even masked and everything, you know, and staying our distance. It was really nice to see them all in person. And I only came home with 4 skeins, only 3 more than I had intended, which in my book is pretty darn good. So now it's going to find a spot on my newly organized shelves, so I know exactly where it is and I'll be ready to cast on. But this I think is going to get cast on in the next few days because I'm really excited about starting this pillow. Now that I have this new idea in my head, I really want to get started on it. But I think I need a larger pillow form. I just have small ones, and I envision this being a really nice big size. So that may mean I may have to go on a little trip to look for a pillow form. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.